Hello. Welcome back to my first review of being back to the original Mimir channel. So the first video we are doing today is the review of a brand new game out about 2 weeks or so. 2K26, as you can see in the title, WWE2K26. These are going to be my sort of thoughts and things about the game. So, a little bit of a backstory. I used to not really be interested in wrestling. Wrestling always sort of passed me by. I never grew up with it, mostly because I didn't have a way of watching it. I mean, I caught the odd SmackDown episode because it was on like Sky or something like really early in the morning, and I never really kept up with it. I knew of The Rock and I knew of John Cena, but all around it. Oh, apart from like nerd cubes, like playthroughs and shit like that. But my exposure to wrestling was just sort of very much third hand. I knew somebody who knew about it, and I never really got into it. And starting sort of last year, a really good friend of mine introduced me to Stardom and New Japan Wrestling. And he'd show me these clips, and I never really got into it. I'd catch the odd Stardom episode because I thought they were really cute, and I thought they were really cool. The odd New Japan, again, wasn't really a thing. Then he tried to introduce me to AEW. AEW being the opposite to what we're going to talk about next. And I was like, it was also kind of hard to watch, mostly just because it was hard to get hold of. See, AEW in the UK is on Channel 4. Not anymore. We've got that new app that's literally just come out, which made me my excuse to go and watch them more. And I didn't really get into it. Then I discovered that Netflix had WWE. They had the new stuff come on it. And I went, you know what? I'll give it a watch. And I think I watched what was it, a SmackDown? It was either a SmackDown or like a pay-per-view event. I can't remember. And I was like, this is actually really cool. I got really enthusiastic. I got really into it. I started catching every episode, everything. And to this day, I try and catch every episode. Not live, usually the day after or the morning after, because I'm not staying up till fucking 1 o'clock in the morning to watch a 3-hour fucking program. But I was enjoying it, and I did actually go back to AEW, and I did watch some of their things. I got really invested in John Moxley, as you know from one of my audiobook reviews. I really like the character, and I try and watch some of his stuff, and I started really enjoying it, and I've been following it for the past year. And then coming over last year, I found out, I've got an itchy leg. I found out there was a local wrestling association literally down the road from me, and I went, fuck it. There's actually a poster there of it. I said, fuck it, let's give it a go. And I've been going like twice a week, every week, to the best of my abilities, and I'm hopefully going to debut in the coming months or year or so. So there might be a video of that. Anyway, let's move on to the game. You're here for my thoughts on the game. So, 2K26. So, I picked up the last 2K game, 25, when I was really into it, and I put a lot of hours into it. I put a lot of hours into the game. Mostly through the character and the entrance thing, and what was the other one? The fucking MyRise, the Universal mode, that was it. And I got really into those. And I would also play a lot of like different matches. Got really into it. And then when I found out 2K26 was coming out, I went, this might be my time to fully get into the game and really dig at each element. I'm going to have a bit of gameplay just in the corner. I think it's going to be kind of a long thing. So, main part, controls. I think controls are fine. There are moments where the game glitches a little bit and the characters will do something a little bit odd, which I had a very funny moment when a ref decided to run straight into a ladder, which made me laugh uncontrollably. And also the AI sometimes don't realize that they're in danger. I had a moment where a guy tried to DDT me and proceeded to run off a Hell in a Cell, one of the Hell in Cells, and plummet to the floor, which made me laugh. And the fact that the new ragdoll system, where if you land on like a weapon or something, does extra damage, and the new ragdolls look really good. The new ragdoll system works and makes the game super entertaining to play, as you're throwing these people about and flinging them all over the place. Brilliant, having a great time. So let's cut it down to like the main modes. So first mode is the play. There are like new match types that are added to the play mode. Nothing really to complain about. Control's perfectly fine. MyRise. MyRise is a mode that I actually really quite enjoy. I played for it twice as a heel and as a face, because it was different. You can choose how you want to be, and I really enjoyed it. And he also made it a lot easier to. They made it way more easier to get the unlocks, which was like my major complaint from the last one, which had a horrific problem because of how many different like avenues you had to go to get each unlock. They've improved that. Fucking amazing. My only thing is, MyRise, as much as I do like it, I would prefer a career mode, an actual career mode where you start at NXT and you move up to the main roster, and then you have your big moment, and you have to juggle all this stuff like training, upgrading, basically 2K20, I think it's 2K16, I think, had a really cool one, because you could like get feuds and you had to have the authority to like you and so on and so forth. I kind of wanted a bit more of that. I kind of wanted that, but this story mode, not bad. I'm still going back to it because a lot of the unlocks, it's basically you having to collect stars and your title defense and all that stuff. Overall, not a problem. These are the next two modes I want to talk about, I think, are the worst parts of the game. And you probably know what they are. The Island mode and the My Faction mode. Two modes that I have not really touched, specifically because I don't like the idea of them. My Island, I think, could be improved by just not having fucking microtransactions and making it just a straight up single player thing, and having it not connected to the online. I think that would make that mode really good. My biggest problem is the fact that your upgrades are connected to your currency, and you need your currency to buy stuff like your outfits, which my main thing is, I love creating wrestlers, I love putting them in outfits and having to fucking grind that shit out, and apparently later on it gets grindy as shit. I haven't touched much of it. I played like 2 or 3 hours of it. Got a couple outfits because I bought the deluxe edition or whatever it was, which gave me like a ton of XP, and I went, hey, I like these outfits, bought them and left the game. I might jump back into it to buy some more outfits, because the ring pass gave me like a ton, gives you like a ton of things. Keep that up, give me that. I'll talk about the ring pass in a later segment. And also I find that because it's connected to the internet, the island itself is really laggy. It really are not fun to walk around. I would love like an actual single player mode like it. I think that'd be really cool. But locking a lot of the outfit stuff behind the fucking island mode is really annoying, because there will be outfits I'm like, I really want to make this, I want to buy this, but I have to go through fucking island mode. Hopefully 2K will never do it. I'd love if 2K went, hey, let's just make you have all the outfits, you don't have to buy any of the fucking things, or at least just put them in the fucking ring pass, because I actually have some thoughts about the ring pass mode. Anyway, let's talk. My Faction, I haven't even touched. Generally does not interest me. I don't like the fact that there are characters locked behind My Faction mode, but I know there'll be people out there who will put thousands of hours into My Faction and all that shit. I don't like opening packs. I just think it's kind of just a bit of a boring. I would rather like have my own wrestlers and sort of do them. And which is where the universe mode comes in really great. Universe mode is where I put like all of my time in at the moment. I love it. I love creating rivalries. I love creating people. I love creating these sort of teams. I love creating just stupid scenarios that come up. Like, what was the one I had today? I do a lot of mystery. I do the like John Cena heavyweight like mystery opponent. I do that for the US title champion because I like doing that stuff, and because it pulls from like all of the thing. I had fucking John Cena against bloody Hulk Hogan, which I thought was brilliant, and I play a lot of the matches. I stick them on straight on like hard, so it feels like a match. This game is not easy. Is like really easy if you have it on normal. Play it on hard. Don't just play on hard. It makes the thing. Oh, that was it. That was like the main complaint was the fact that your stamina ran out too fast, and I went, well, just I never had that problem. I always said that if you're too aggressive, you got to think also this is sort of a simulation of the game, of the actual wrestling matches. So this is sort of a simulation. If you're going into a match and going bam, 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 you know, that sort of constant thing, it won't look right. You've got to slow it down. You've got to pick and choose. You've got to use the ring to your advantage. Like, I see a lot of these people just constantly just wailing into them. They run out of stamina and complain, I've got no way of defending myself. Yeah, well, you just wasted all your stamina on a fucking series of attacks. So they're going to take advantage of that. There's also ways of countering it. If you do if they're about to attack you, fucking a heavy attack will grab them. That'll put them into a lockup. There are ways around it. I've never... But universe mode is like almost perfect. There is one fucking thing that I've discovered. When you have a creator wrestler and you put it into your universe, your fucking entrances doesn't carry over. It's such a stupid thing. I had to go in and recreate my entrance in the universe mode itself. I actually have to look that up because I was fucking stupid. Tea today. Anyway, and overall, yeah, okay. And that was like my biggest problem. But I'm actually having massively a lot of fun with the universe mode. I love creating stupid moments, and I'm actually coming near to the end of my year, which I think ends with the Royal Rumble, which I would prefer if it was like WrestleMania, because that makes sense. But hey ho, we can't control it. I actually don't know what happens if you hit the end of the year. I've never actually got to the end of a year. Be interesting. Maybe, does it continue? Do I go into the next year? We will see when we're finished, because I'll be playing this a lot. The next mode is actually, is the GM mode. I quite like the idea of GM mode, but it's probably one that I'm going to probably play. If I ever do, I'm actually planning on picking the game up on Switch. Specifically for the GM mode on Switch will probably be where I put all my hours. I think that will be... I said this, I'd kind of like if the GM mode was its own thing. Like, I would play a GM mode game, like on a PC or something, where we compete against other things. Might be an idea for a future thing. What else? Oh, yeah, let's go on to the ringside pass. The one thing everyone seems to be hating on for some bizarre reason. I don't mind it. I quite enjoy it. Mostly because they've done it quite good. Okay, as long as they keep the first half, as long as they keep the unlockable characters in the first half of the pass, that's fine. I think that's okay. It means it doesn't take too long to get them, and there are extra stuff when you unlock everything. And I sat there and went, yeah, it's not too bad. And also, it's not timed. I love this like thing of, oh, you've got to pay to finish it. It's not timed. You have the time to do it. They're not going to immediately bring out Ring Pass 2 in literally 2 weeks. You have time. You have a good couple months. I think the next one's I think the next Ring Pass is in April. You had like a month. And it's not like it's going slowly. They've fixed the XP. That was like the main thing. They've fixed the XP. Yes, they've stopped you from fucking doing one match over and over again. Because that was like the most popular way of finishing it really quickly was the submission match. Just do that over and over again. How boring is that for like 20 hours? It wasn't 20 hours, but they did it for like over an hour or 2 hours to unlock everything. And I went, that's really boring. If you just play the game, it will unlock naturally. Like, I know people are rushed to get all the stuff, but just enjoy the game. It's like these people just don't want to play the game. You know, Ringside Pass is an okay system, as long as they don't fuck it up. Like, it's 40 levels. That's perfectly fine. Make it 40 levels. That's all you need to do. And hopefully, we've already got an announcement that in September we're getting, like, the Hardys, like Jeff Hardy. That'd be fucking awesome. I really do hope the next one has the Bella twin, has Brie Bella, because we've got one of them, and I kind of want to make the tag team in my universe mode, and I don't really want to use community curations. And maybe Dan Housing in the next one would be kind of cool. Anyway, well, this video is... but overall, I don't mind it. The online, I don't touch. Don't play it online. I'll probably play it if it's like a mate of mine has it as well, but I don't play it that often anyway. Mostly because the first time I ever played the online, it lagged to fuck, and I just went, nah, I'm good. And the people kept leaving, and I was like, yeah. So, I am back with game reviews, which I'm super excited about. And I'm also going to start talking about, in like 2 weeks, we have WrestleMania. I'm going to do a video on WrestleMania. I really want to talk about wrestling on this channel, so that'll be a separate video. And possibly, tomorrow, I'll be filming a deck list. I don't know what this is, but I am doing it. I will possibly be filming a deck list, because I have a deck that I'm really excited to show / play tomorrow, because it's Evo Cup next. It's also Evo Cup tomorrow. Wish me luck. I'm going to be playing... I'm actually not going to say what I'm playing, because I want to do the deck profile and have it in my title. I'll probably lose with this deck. I'm not confident in the slightest. Future videos. I am going possibly... That will probably be the next review / playthrough. Actually, that's what I said last time, was I was probably going to do a playthrough of that game. I will probably do a playthrough of that game. Ooh, shit. D&D. Yeah, I'll probably do a playthrough of that. So I've got to think of some other game. Possibly Crimson Desert, if I get around to it. Or Fairy Tale Dungeon, if I get around to it. This is not going well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and ta-ra.